different. We're gonna do some walking and talking. What's going on, YouTube? It's Cool 1921 here with our foreign player Simon E. How you doing today? How are you doing today?
How did I do?
Yeah. Or yesterday.
I did 7-2 yesterday.
Okay.
And then today I lost my first round, so I couldn't top. But
Right.
I played the last one right away, and I went at 8-3.
Okay. Nice. Well, let's jump right into the questions. How did you get into Yu-Gi-Oh?
Oh wow, that's a tough question.
Really? Oh.
It's a really long story.
Never heard that one.
Basically, some of my friends from school, like secondary school, like early secondary school,
Yep.
when I was like 11, started playing it. So I saw the TV show like on a Saturday morning sometimes. I kind of liked it, so I picked up some of the cards and started there, and I started playing. A few years down the line, I found a shop, and then met a few people. Played with them for a while, got a bit better, and then played my first tournament. I won, and I liked it.
Wow.
And I thought, yeah, let's carry on. That's really fun.
It kept going. Cool. Okay. What are some of your accomplishments? Just some, 'cause I know you have a lot. I saw your list. Some of your accomplishments.
Accomplishments? Well, your American viewers probably don't know, but we used to have this thing called Fail Tour Final, which is like a qualifier. It's like a nationals for Europe in January.
Okay.
So there were 4 of them in UK. I top 4 the first one, top 8 at the second one, lost in the finals of the third one, top 8 at the fourth one, top 8 at nationals in 06, 07, 08, top 16 Euros in 06. This is tournament, an independent tournament, like a European independent tournament by someone other than Konami, called the UK Pro Championships. I came second in the first one. Costa Mesa, the 50th SJC, I came 12th. They didn't do it. That was the first time they didn't do top 16. They did top 8 with 14 rounds. That was silly. And I didn't have Crush card either.
Right.
Crush card was like a prize card, and none of the Europeans had Crush card. That was ridiculous.
It's crazy.
And quit for 2 years. Came back into the game like late last year. Went to Brighton. I came like 30 something. Didn't do so well. Leipzig, YSS Leipzig in February, I top 8'd. Long Beach in March, I came second. YSS Toulouse in April.
I swear I wish you would have won that, man.
Well, he played well. I mean, he deserved it, kind of, because it was just such a risk. It was such a surprise for him to do that. But yeah, that stuff happens.
Right. What is your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card? Monster, Spell, or Trap? Start with the monster.
I don't have a spell or trap, but I have a...
Is this your favorite universe? Red Eyes Dragon. Red Eyes Black Dragon? Okay. Or Dark
Oh, B-Dragon.
BJ, yeah, there you go. Okay. What do you like? Do you like anything about this format? Really?
Everyone blames the bot. Here's the thing I dislike. You know how like some companies, they blame the economy. They like people just blame the economy for shit that happens.
Right.
Like, there'll be some company that say, "Oh, we did terrible this year in this quarter, this year or this year because the European debt crisis or something like that. Or the recovery isn't going as well." I find that as an excuse. That's similar to how some people say, "Oh, I lost because the format is terrible. You get lucky." Like that. The format's actually really, really good because there's so many different decks that are good and playable and competitive. Unlike a couple of years ago with like Dark Arm Dragon when it first came out, it was just that deck or nothing. So it depends on people's playstyles. I mean, if your playstyle's like mine, you pick like Rescue Rabbit. If your playstyle's a bit more
the best deck, yeah.
I don't see Dan Rabbit as the best deck by a high margin.
Right, okay, yeah, definitely
by a smaller margin.
Yeah.
But it really does depend on the player's playstyle. I mean, if you're a really aggressive player and you can, you're always trying to go for OTK and you play dragons and things like that. So it really depends on what kind of player you are.
Okay. All right. Cool. Any change? Okay. Cool. Okay. Any changes you would make to this format? If you could make a change, like to the ban list for September.
Future Fusion. I said this last fall.
For sure.
Yeah. Future Fusion.
Couple formats ago. Yeah. Wow.
It needed to go.
Dragons just
just because Rabbit's been around for quite a while.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I mean, you could kind of. Oh, this is hard.
Put Legia to one. I mean, they put Sheehan to one, and that kind of crippled.
Yeah.
You put Legia to one. Doka is the real problem, to be honest with you.
Legia and Doka to one.
Doka is the issue.
Maybe Tour Guide to like 2 or something, because with Rescue Rabbit, you can actually use it in other decks, so you don't want to just cut the Rabbit and then, screw up the other decks, which is Rescue Rabbit's playable in. Yeah, the Doka and the Legia to one. Yeah, that'll do things.
Okay. What is your most memorable Yu-Gi-Oh moment? Out of all of them.
There's so many. The first time when I realised that I loved the competitive atmosphere of Yu-Gi-Oh was when I walked into Euros, the first Euros for the first time. That was the first international event for me. There were only like 400 people there because like it was a qualified event. But as you walk in, you see giant cards everywhere, and I literally walked in with my friend and I almost like kind of semi-fainted because it was quite a different experience. How many like 50-year-olds go into a sea of like 400 people competing with them on anything, not just card games, just anything?
Yep.
It's kind of unheard of like most people that age.
Okay. Will you be at any YCS events coming up?
Yeah, most likely. If I have the time, I'll probably go to like all of them. I'll try to go to all of them.
Sounds good. It'd be good to see you. And do you have a favorite player, whether it's American or you have an American and a European from all the, you know?
I don't have a favorite player. I have a lot of respect for a lot of players that.
Okay, I like that.
Don't really get as much attention. I mean, there's a few players in the UK like Rick Cherry. You guys don't know him at all. He's a solid player. He top 8 Euros last year, almost got to Worlds. European players. Really can't think of anything.
Are you cool with Stephen Lewis? Like you just like know him, know of him?
Yeah, we argue
like
all the
him,
time just for the banter. But yeah, I love Stefan. Here, I've not actually seen Billy play or Alistair play properly, but obviously they're good because they have the record and you know people know they're good. But I really do respect Joe.
Girlando?
He's humble. He's a humble player. Yeah, Joe Girlando. Yeah, he's a humble player, which I like. He doesn't get big-headed. He's very logical. He's very rational. I've read a few of his articles after I met him.
The way he talks.
He doesn't get emotional with the game. Everything is analysed properly.
Radical and everything. Yeah, definitely.
He knows a lot of mind tricks, which I really do like. I really do think like the mind tricks, being able to read cards and being able to play mind tricks is like at the next level. Like you know, it separates the great from the good. There's only really two things you can improve to improve at this game. Like at the very beginning, you improve your deck building ability and you improve your ability to make the right decisions in game.
Okay.
Like those are the two basic ones. And the third one is what I think it is to improve the psychology, the invisible part of the things. The invisible part of the game. Like, you can use mind games to like bluff things. You know, you don't have that resource. You don't actually have that physical card.
Okay.
But you can use that. You can use that invisible resource.
Like Gores. Gores is the common one.
Yeah, Gores is the very common one. And you can
common but deadly still. I mean, people don't attack sometimes. It's like you know.
Definitely. And being able to bluff and being able to read cards is like the next level. It's hard to practice, which is why it's the next level. But it does separate the way from it.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, I appreciate you doing this profile for YouTube and the YouTube community and for me, and hope to see you at more events. And good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right.